Well, of course, as we know, Mardi Gras is over, Fat Tuesday is gone, but we're going to extend it one more day to show you how to make a jambalaya. And of course, the recipes are endless out there. What you can add, what you're not going to add, jalapeno, no jalapeno, shrimp, sausage, all kinds of stuff. I mean, they're endless out there, but this is one that I do think you're really going to enjoy. And really, it's actually very easy to make, but you're going to have to give yourself some time. It does take about 45 minutes once you're actually done prepping everything to make it all begin to work. So prepping-wise, take your meat of choice, kielbasa sausage. If you're going to do shrimp, hold off on the very end till that because you don't want it to get too cooked and be too tough. You'll add that in about 5 minutes before your meal is totally done. So set a timer on that. But what I've got inside my pot here right now, this is a beef kielbasa type sausage. Andouille sausage is also good. But I went with beef because I know Ron is going to be eating this. And Ron, he likes his pork, but he really tries to hold off on it. So I've got Ron here with a little bit of beef mixed in. So you're going to let this be in about a tablespoon of butter. And you're going to want the edges, the outside portions here of it to get kind of charred just a little bit. After that's a done deal, then start adding in your spices. So you can go with garlic clove if you want to, but I have here about a tablespoon of garlic powder. And then a little bit here, about 2 tablespoons of my smoked paprika, about a good tablespoon there of my cumin. And depending on your heat level, especially if you're already going with an andouille sausage, you'll want to be careful with your heat level. So just a small dash for me there with the cayenne. So mix all that up together in the butter. Give it maybe about 30 seconds or so for the flavors to really kind of start coming out in the butter. Oh, aromatic. So, so good. After that, you're going to begin adding in your vegetables. I have celery, onion, red pepper, orange bell pepper, and just about 1 bit of garlic, or not garlic, excuse me, jalapeno in there. And I took the seeds out too so that the flavor will not be as hot, especially when you mix in a sausage. And of course, you're mixing in then the jalapeno, the sausage, and the cayenne pepper. So it's really going to be warm. Stir that up really good. Make sure everything kind of gets nice and even. And then we're going to throw in some crushed tomatoes with this. Going to leave just a little bit of the juice in there. Don't totally drain that can. Maybe take just a quick little dip there of your can and let that be it. And then begin to mix that all in as well. The fluids there from the tomatoes will really start to meld everything together. Now, the difference really between a jambalaya and a gumbo is you're going to have a roux with no roux here and the thickness. The gumbo there is going to be a little bit on the soupy side. This is going to be on pretty thick side. After that, if you want to, throw in just a little bit there of your freshly crushed pepper. And just for a little bit here, some salt too. Mix that in. As you're mixing everything up here, you are going to add your rice into this, but you're going to add your rice in dry. This is not going to be cooked. Uh-oh. It's not Joe's kitchen unless you make a mess, right? You're going to put your rice in dry. And you're saying, Joe, why are we putting dry rice into this? Well, once you mix it all up, we are going to add the liquid into this, but it is going to take this rice a while to cook. But look how beautiful this is already looking right now. This is an absolutely gorgeous meal. So now that everything's kind of really mixed in, what you're going to do is get yourself some chicken broth with this, and you're going to go at about 3 cups here of your chicken broth. If you get a container like you see in my hand, it holds more than 3 cups, but it is almost the entire container. Save some of your chicken broth just to be safe, because if it does get a little bit too thick for you, once it's actually done cooking, just add a little more chicken broth to really kind of make it a little more liquidy. But again, this is not a soup. It's going to be something relatively thick. Once this is a done deal, this is it. You will then put the lid on top. You'll put it onto a very low simmer and cook it for about 45 minutes. And once it's a done deal, what you have here is your gumbo. Now, again, this can be anything you want mixed in. Of course, with this, I would add some more beef. I'd add some more vegetables like I actually did here. This one's pre-made, so we can have it ready for Ron here in just a couple of minutes. But there you go. That's your gumbo. Absolutely beautiful. And of course, when you're done, like I mentioned there, put some of that green onion on top. So I'm going to stir this, get it on a low simmer here relatively soon, kind of warm it up again one more time for Ron, and then we'll try it out. Come over here in a couple of minutes.